I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it.
Stack, what are you doing?
Just get ready for the Tomahawk Trot. What else?
The Tama what?
Tomahawk Trot.
What is that? Tomahawk.
It's this Friday.
Okay.
And let me tell you what.
What?
We actually have the resident Tomahawk Trot expert in the house today.
Yeah, who's that?
None other than our very own Principal Crone.
Oh, so she's gonna fill us in, huh?
We're gonna cut to her.
All right.
Hi guys, I just wanted to tell you about the Tomahawk Trot. It is a great event where you and your friends can come out and walk and run. And all the money that is raised goes straight back to Clark Middle School student incentives. Meaning when you do something good, you get something in return. Some of the items that we have purchased in the past is microwaves for the cafeteria, some of the seating arrangement, and also the benches out front. So it's a great event. Make sure you wear your running shoes, your sweatpants, and you will get a t-shirt on Friday.
Thank you, Mrs. Crone.
Well, you're so welcome.
Back to, do you have a name for this costume you're wearing?
No. What costume are you talking about?
Just grew your hair overnight.
Grew my hair out.
All right, well, welcome to this edition of
Snooze.
News. I'm Mrs. Harrell, and this is...
Mr. Stack.
All right. So, Stack, what are we talking about today?
Well, we have our cereal box project coming up. It is due on October 3rd. Just remember that. Remember, we do have an incentive for the class. Cereal party. You get to wear your PJs. We're going to get to do something fun while everyone else has to do boring schoolwork. So make sure you get that stuff in. You want to be the first class to get in. It's going to be a blast. Other than that, I think just a couple reminders. Make sure you're looking at your rubric for that. Today's Wednesday. We're having a work day on that on Thursday.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow, Thursday. This will be the second work day we've had on that. That's a great opportunity to ask questions. As you get further along into it, I know questions come up. That's why we're doing this. So make sure if you have a question, let us know. That would be the easiest time to ask us. And if we're not there, you always have your rubric. If you go off of your rubric, you can't go wrong.
You said rubric a lot. Do you want them to look at that or something?
The rubric. Yep.
All right, so they have 11 days to get that turned in. And we are looking forward to seeing what the kids come up with. We've seen some really good ones so far. You may have heard students singing along to a song called The Mesopotamians. So for your listening entertainment, we have included a link to that song, and we are going to let you hear it now.
We've been driving around from one end of this town to the other and back, but no one's ever seen us driving our Econoline van, and no one's ever heard of our band. We're the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. Then they wouldn't understand a word we say, so we'll scratch it all down into the clay. We're the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. The Mesopotamish sun is beating down and making cracks in the ground, but there's nowhere else to stand in Mesopotamia, the kingdom where we secretly reign, the land where they invisibly rule as the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. This is my last stick of gum. I'm gonna cut it up so everybody else gets some, except for Ashurbanipal, who says my haircut makes me look like a Mohenjo-Daran. Hey, Ashurbanipal, I'm a Mesopotamian, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. We're the Mesopotamians,
And we're back. So, upcoming announcements
What about?
What?
Do we think they like the song?
Duh, they liked it.
I bet you're all singing it right now.
We're the best of the
Okay, all right.
That's a fun name. Anyways, so next week we will be learning more about the Akkadian king Sargon. You just heard his name. He's a pretty cool king. And the Assyrian king Hammurabi. You may have heard the term an eye for an eye. That actually came from King Hammurabi. He was the first one to write down a set of laws. So he's a pretty cool guy. So if you have your students walking around saying, oh, you know, my little sister broke this rule in King Hammurabi's time, maybe she would lose her hand. I don't know. There might be some things. If you hear that coming out of them, though,
You know why.
Probably where they're getting it from. So we have some very educational, but also really fun activities planned for our students for those two
And
kings.
They just finished learning about Gilgamesh and the epic, the story. And so they would have covered all 3 of the characters in the Mesopotamians video by
So-
next week.
Except Al-Sharbab Nerpal.
Say that again.
Al-Sharbab Nerpal.
Say it 3 times fast.
Nope. Can't do it.
All right. And the last thing before we go is we wanted to talk about upcoming tests and events. Their test for Chapter 4 will be next Friday, September 30th. It will cover everything for Chapter 4, all about Mesopotamia, Babylon, Hammurabi, the kings, etc. It will be open book again, so just make sure your child's taking good notes in class and bringing them home so they can study them and review them. And we will also be covering the Epic of Gilgamesh on that test as well. Again, it will be on next Friday, September 30th.
Did you mention it was open note,
Open book, open note.
So make sure you're taking good notes in class.
Right.
The book is always there, but I always tell them if you're taking good notes, you don't really need the book because
Right.
you already did it. But the book is an option, so hopefully we see some really good scores on that because
It's open note.
it's open note,
Open
book.
book, yeah. And we'll also be loading some things on Google Classroom relating to whatever we're teaching in class. So I think next week we're going to be adding some stuff about Hammurabi and his code on there.
You get to see some of my finest artwork.
Oh, you're a great
Will
artist.
be on display next week. Yep.
And last but not least, don't forget Tomahawk Trot is this Friday. It will begin around 1 o'clock. Make sure your child is wearing some comfortable shoes. And I think that's it.
That's it. It's a short one.
Yes.
Harold and Stack. We are
Out. Oh, wait. We
What?
gotta go back in
Why?
because you have one more guest appearance.
I do.
Yes. Hold on. Let me go get him.
Oh! Chewbacca! Me too. Yeah, it's on Friday. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Yeah, shoes. No, shoes. Okay. Comfortable shoes. 3 miles. You got it. All right. Chewbacca, Stack out.